All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Mariota hands to Henry, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake, Mariota. The open man is Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Now a handoff to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action now, Mariota. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's brought down. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably some more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
On play action, Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their DNs and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, he's right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
On third down, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Whitney Merciless with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on fourth down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Suckup. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Come back. Richmond. Tiger. Two jet.
Watson. Forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Come back. Black gun out, feel it. Two jet.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Tiger. Two jet.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Black gun out, feel it. Come back. Richmond. Tiger. Two jet.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He's going to get it running right. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast. Mariota
now on second down. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Again to Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mariota now. He can't get him down, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Richmond. Tiger. Come back.
Watson just beating the play clock. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Daquan Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Reset. Richmond. Come back. Tiger.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Tiger. Come back. Tiger. Two jet.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now Mariota. It's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Mariota now to throw on first down. Going underneath for Lewis. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Richmond. Do Jack.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Richmond. Tiger.
Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Watson on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. One.
Final play of the half here. Mariota. And Walker with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's complete. It's Ellington. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
To throw on second is Watson. Just keeping the play alive. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Watson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Aaron Wallace picks it. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota over the middle, complete. That's Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Mariota. And he fires one, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Let's go.
Now it's Henry. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Hopkins. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Fighting to stay upright. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Richmond. Two jet.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Reset. Come back. Tiger. Two jet.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Richmond. Two jet.
Operating from the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Come back.
3rd and 2, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach. because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down throw for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face, because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And Davis with it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. First down, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mariota again. They will find Davis on the left side, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. And this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Tiger, come back. Tiger. Two jet.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come back, come back. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Richmond, Richmond.
Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Richmond, Richmond.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jayon Brown in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The pitch to Henry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 3rd down, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Texans now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Watson now to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarter. This is caught inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On first down, it's Watson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They run. This is Lewis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Throwing here, Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Davis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Mariota to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Davis. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On third down, that's Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tennessee, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.